Cool. I just took a shower, but I'm back. I wonder where everyone else is. If they forgot that they had class, that's fine too. That's fine too. You're the only one who turned in your homework, by the way. And you also turned it in like on the day of.
Yes, I did it from 9 to 10.
Wow, that is what I like to call speed. Speed is fun. Oh my goodness. Oh, just like looking over my agenda right now, it doesn't seem like we have like a lot to do. More so just review. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, welcome Ryan. Hey Ryan, can you submit your homework, please? That'd be cool. Send it through your Galaxy. I always get that email. It says like sent from some like Samsung Galaxy. Uh, did you like send me what you have at least? Okay, that's fine. Don't worry, I'm not. I kind of want to finish the school year off too. I'm graduating soon, so I just want to like everything's coming to a close. So, and also we technically don't have to like we went ahead. Like we're actually going really fast right now in terms of pace because we were only supposed to do 3-1. I'm pretty sure. So you guys are actually just like moving on.
And also, yes, I forgot to find the 3.2.
Okay, cool. Well, you have this weekend. But yeah. Um, is it just me or am I not seeing Ryan's screen? It just looks black. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi, but okay, yeah. Just waiting on others. I wonder if Simon and Eden are coming. Honestly, since sorry, I didn't mean to unmute you, Ryan. Oh, Eden's here. Good, good. All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right, Eden, welcome back. Everyone. Oh, Eden, can you send in your homework, by the way? I didn't get an email.
Because we had to go to the dentist and I couldn't do it yesterday too. I did some, but not all.
Can you submit what you have?
Okay.
Yeah, just email me what you have, and like I'll just give you credit for it. Like I said to Ryan, well, I'm not like really intense about homework anymore. I mean, I give you guys a decent amount, but like if you guys don't finish it, this is more like me just giving you a recommendation. Like at the end of the day, it's your choice. If you wanna do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, you can just let me know. But yeah, I encourage you to do your homework. The reason why we actually have homework, and I learned this in psychology the other day, is because it's all about this thing called distributed practice and active recall. You guys probably don't know what that means. It'll make sense in the future though, like when you take a psychology class. But yeah, so everyone, if you guys are ready, just take your books out and let's just go over some of the stuff that. Hold on, let me get my book. But yeah, everyone else get like your big books out and stuff. Yeah, so let's do that. And let's go to the black and white book on page 14. So it would be so here we're just so for page 14 we're literally just for section 5 we're just picking like the best answer choice. We're not even writing a sentence. And for number 6, we're just doing like the grammar review that we learned in the last unit. All right. So is everyone good? Are we ready? So to get started, so for section 5, we have the example 보기. It says 지수가 교실에 없네요. And then person B chose the first answer choice and said 네, 화장실에 간 것 같아요. So he's saying, yeah, I think he is in the bathroom. All right, so now let's go to the first first problem in section 5 on page 14. 지금 민수는 뭐해? So it's saying 지금 right now. 민수 is the person. 뭐해? That means like what is 민수 doing? So Leon, give me your answer for 1B.
For the
The black and white book for page 14.
3.2.
3.2, yes.
Okay, I accidentally threw it away, so I'm uploading the PDF.
I mean, you sent me an email, right?
Yeah,
Of
but
your
then I
homework?
threw that paper away.
Okay, yeah, but you can go to your email and like click on the sent page, the sent tab.
I don't have my mom's phone right now.
All right. I mean, if you can memorize your answers, that'd be yeah. So do you want me to just read what you had?
Sure.
Okay, let me see what you. Okay, so you said. Hold on. Okay. 지금 민수는 뭐해? So you picked you said 내일이 you picked the third answer choice. 내일이 시험이라서 공부하는 것 같아요. So that makes sense, right? You're basically saying like, you know, she's taking a test, so it looks like that she's studying. Sounds like a very valid answer choice. The other sentences, like for answer choice 2 and 4, they don't really make sense because it should have something preceding it, and like it would kind of sound awkward if they put those answer choices in. So Leon is right on that one. So for number 1B, it's answer choice number 3. 내일이 시험이라서 공부하는 것 같아요. All right, so for number 2, let's go with Ryan. What did you put? 2B.
4.
Oh, answer choice 4. Can you read that for me?
I don't have the book right now.
Okay, I'll read it then. 글쎄, 나는 대학교에 다니고 있을 것 같아. So the first sentence asks, 10년 뒤에 우리는 뭐 하고 있을까? And then number 4 means 글쎄. Oh, so number 4 says, 글쎄, 나는 대학교에 다니고 있을 것 같아. So okay, so you are correct. No, I'm not saying it wrong. The reason why is that the first sentence is asking 10년 뒤에, so 10 years later, what do you think that we would do in 10? Like, what do you think would happen in 10 years? And number 4 starts off with 글쎄. 글쎄 means like it's kind of like an indication of like I'm not really sure. I don't really know. 글쎄. 나는 me 대학교 is college. 대학교에 다니고 있을 것 같아. 다니고 있다 means to be attending. So he's basically saying I don't really know. I think in 10 years I will be attending college. I will be in college. And that's a valid statement. Let's give context and say that the person's like maybe in like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So maybe 10 years later when you're like 17, 18, or maybe in your 20s, that's when you will be attending college. So sounds like a valid argument. If we went with sentence choice 2, 재미있는 동화책이 좋을 것 같아요, that doesn't really fit in with the second sentence. So obviously we cross that one out. And finally, Eden, let's go for sentence 3. 우진이 생일날 무슨 선물을 하면 좋을까? What do you think is a good birthday present for Ujin?
I don't have the book with me.
Okay, well.
But I did that one, so I know.
Okay, cool. Go get your book. Oh, Ryan, I got what you sent me, so thank you.
What was the page?
Page 14. In the small black and white book.
Yeah.
You print your pages out?
What?
You print them out? You don't have the actual book? You should just get the book next time. Just get the physical book. Go to when you go to Korean school on Saturday, you should ask for a physical copy. Just think, so you don't have to waste paper. Save the environment. It's not.
Okay. Wait, question 2?
Question 3. Yep.
재미있는 동화책이 좋을 것 같아요.
Good. See, this section is pretty easy. It's just process of elimination. But going back to what Eden said, 재미있는 동화책이 좋을 것 같아요. So, what do you think is a good present? Remember, the first question was asking, what is a good birthday present? And the sentence 2 is giving him a specific item that could be a possible birthday present. 재미있는 동화책, a nice, a fun comic book would be best. Perfect. All right, now we're going to move on to section 6, which is right below that. We're still kind of in the momo katayo grammar format. So in the example that they say, it's the A person says 하늘이 많이 흐리네, and then the B person says 네, 곧 비가 올 것 같아요. Yes, it will rain. I think it will rain soon, basically. Right, so let's go to question 1. 1A says 엄마 코트를 안 입어도 돼요? So 뭐뭐 얻어도 돼요 means like can I guess to be able to. So it's saying, Mom, do I not have to wear a coat? Now, B is going to say, it's going to talk about the weather. 오늘 날씨가 blank, 옷을 많이 입고 가. So I think it's saying, remember, the first part says 오늘 날씨가, 오늘 날씨, today's weather. And then the second part of the sentence, after the blank, it says 옷을 많이 입고 가. So, 많이 means a lot. So 옷, clothes, 많이, a lot, 입고 가다, to wear. So it's saying that 오늘 날씨가 blank, 옷을 많이 입고 가. Today's weather is blank, so you should wear a lot of layers or clothes. So what do you think would fit in this sentence? Now there's no like word choice or word bank or sentence bank. So you have to make this up on your own. So let's go back to Eden. What do you think is the answer for 1B? We were on the same page as earlier.
I know. For which one?
For number 1.
Page 14, right?
Yep. God bless you.
오늘 날씨가 바람이 올 같아 옷을 많이 입고 가.
Can you repeat that again, please?
오늘 날씨가 바람이 올 같아 옷을 많이 입고 가.
Okay. I think so. Are you trying to indicate that the weather is windy? Eden, I can't really see you. Are you trying to indicate? Oh, you're trying to indicate that the weather is windy. How about you say that the weather is cold? I think that would be a better correlation because it can be normally when it's a windy day. Generally, it's cold. But I think it's best to go into the more extreme situation where it is cold. So look, just because it's windy doesn't mean that you always have to wear a lot of clothes. It can be 75 degrees outside and it can be windy. That doesn't mean that I should wear a winter jacket, right? Because it's still kind of hot. 75 degrees is kind of warm. That's normally when you wear like sneakers, shorts, short sleeves, stuff like that. So I think it's better if you said today's weather is going to be cold. So what I suggest you said 오늘 날씨가 바람이 많이 부는 것 같으니까 옷을 많이 입고 가. I think it would be best to say this. 오늘 날씨가 추울 것 같으니까 옷을 많이 입고 가. Does that make sense, Eden? It's basically saying, since it's going to be cold, you really need to wear extra layers. You need to dress up warm. Does that make sense? Okay, that's cool. So now let's move on to number 2. 엄마, 벌써 10시예요. It's already 10 o'clock. And my mom, and so the mom would respond with 그래? Oh, 기차 시간에 blank 빨리 먹자. So what do you think fills in that blank? Let's go back to Leon for number 2. Oh, since you don't have your book, let me read it. No, I gotta read. Okay. So you said, 그래? 기차 시간에 늦을 것 같은데 빨리 먹자. So, perfect. That's actually, if you look in the book, that's actually literally what it says. So that's good. All right, so let's move on to number 3. 이 식당에 사람이 많네요. Blank. And then the following sentence, the other person says, okay, 그럼 이 집에 가자. Let's go. So 집 by itself means house. But in this case, in this context, we're talking about restaurants, right? So sometimes when we like in Korean, in conversational Korean, when we talk about restaurants, we say 식당. Yeah, that's how we normally say like restaurant. But when we refer to 집 in this context, it also means restaurant. So like 이 집에 가자 means like instead of we're not saying like, oh, let's go to this house. We're saying let's go to this place to eat. Let's go to this restaurant. And I know that sounds like a little confusing at first, but when you put it in the right context, in this situation, 집 does mean it is another meaning for restaurant or place to eat. So, what do you think fits in the blank? 이 식당에 사람이 많네요. Blank, and then the person responds with 그럼 이 집에 가자. Ryan, what do you think fits for number 3?
I don't have the book.
Got it. Okay. Well, I can just read from. Well, I want to see if you did it. I'm not sure if. Yeah, I don't think so. If I'm looking at your page correctly, yeah, so you didn't finish this actually, but let's just try it. I just want to see. I just want to see like what you can come up with here. So what do you think it would be though? So
Maybe
the
sentence.
what was that?
Can you
Okay,
repeat?
yeah. So here, let me just type in chat just to make it easier. So the first sentence, part A. 사람이 많네요. 음식이 맛있을 것 같아요. I spelled it wrong, my bad. Oh, it was right. That's your blank for part A. Now, part B just responds with this. 그럼 이 집에 가자. So you have to fill in the blank for A. So there's 2 sentences that the guy speaks in part A. What do you think the second sentence is? Now, remember, in this situation, you have to use 뭐뭐 것 같아요. So, yeah. I can't really give you any more hints though, because I would kind of give away the answer. So what do you think? Okay, well, let's just analyze this here. Remember, it says 이 식당에 사람이 많네요. There's a lot of people at this restaurant. What do you think that means? What do you think that means when there's a lot of people at the restaurant? When it's crowded.
It's busy.
It's busy. What do you think that also means though? Why do you think there's so many people, like besides like it's a holiday? Why do you think a lot of people are crowded at this restaurant? What do you think that means?
It's a good restaurant.
Good. It's a good restaurant. When you have a good restaurant, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is there's good food, right? So why do you think the B person said, oh, 그럼, let's go to this restaurant? Because the A person said, first, yeah, there's a lot of people at this restaurant, so that means there must be good food. So that's basically what you're trying to say for part A is, yeah, oh, sounds like there's good food there. So what do you think using katayo? What do you think this blank would be? No, I'm putting you on the spot. If you need help, just let me know.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Um, when there's okay, when there's good food, what do you say? Like what does it mean to say the food is good in Korean? Nomu what?
맛있어.
Nomu 맛있어요. Okay? 너무 맛있다. Food in Korean is 음식, right? So if you said 음식이 맛있다, that means the food is good. So put that and put 것 같아요 together. What do you get? Okay. To break the silence, I'll help you. 음식이 시 plus 것 같아요. Put those together. What do you think that would be? What do you think if you put them together? What would that what sentence would you make?
음식이 맛있 맛있가 같아요.
Okay. I think this is a little hard one because I didn't really teach this, but this would be how you conjugate it. 맛있을 것 같아요. This sounds and kind of flows a little better. And my apologies for not really like teaching you like the extensive version of how to conjugate this. So I know it's kind of a challenge for you. But next time though, like when we're doing this, and I know I asked you this on the fly, but you're gonna be put in situations one day, Ryan, when the teacher's gonna ask you to solve a problem on the spot. I did this in high school all the time. It's not easy, but you're gonna have to think. You have to make a lot of inferences. Like, okay, well, in English, in real life situation, this guy's saying, "Oh, this restaurant's good." That must mean something. And why would this person say, "Oh, we should go to that restaurant"? Not just because it's popular, not just because it's just crowded, but it must mean that there's another meaning behind it. There has to be an extra meaning. How many times in your English class does your teacher say, "What's the deeper meaning behind this story? Why does um this character do this action? What is the meaning? What's his purpose?" It's not just because of the superficial stuff that we see, when we read the book. There's also a deeper meaning. Maybe his intentions, maybe he has a change of heart, maybe he has a desire that he wants to fulfill. And I know I'm trying to get I'm trying to go a little off topic here, but do you try to get what I'm trying to say? This question that I asked you may not be relevant to your school life, but the type of situation that you were just in, Ryan, is you need to, and since you're in seventh grade, right? When you get to high school, you're only 2 years from being a freshman, and technically 1.5 since we're about to graduate. But and if you think about it, you're going to be put in situations where you have to think fast, but you also have to think smart and understand like what the situation is. I'm not saying every time picture everything in your head, but when it comes to this situation, for example, like understand, makes like common sense. Like, oh, if this restaurant is crowded, must be a good restaurant, must be good food. Does that make sense? To kind of like clear up everything. I know I kind of was getting a little too off topic with the life advice and stuff, but I think that's something that you and maybe Eden and Leon too, when you guys grow older, the teachers could probably definitely going to ask you like some math question or maybe something that you didn't memorize or you don't know, have no prior knowledge to. Just try your best to think smart and to think a little harder. That's just all, kind of a life tip. All right. Well, enough of me going on a tangent about just this question in our homework. I think that kind of wraps up this unit. I know we didn't go over the other pages, but I mean, at least we went over something and you guys are learning a little bit. If you guys are kind of confused on anything, just let me know too. I know it's the end of the year. I know you guys just want to get out and you guys just want to get into summer, go on a break, play games, have fun, hang out with friends. But I mean, I think that, you should just keep pushing at the end of the year. Just continue this momentum. Try your best to pay attention on Zoom. It's not easy. I know. It's fine. I get it. I'm a student too. I have the same feelings. But, if this is something that you want to be good at, if you want to make your parents feel proud that you can speak a little bit of Korean when you're like in high school, and you should definitely keep investing your time into learning and maybe watch some videos on the side. I can only do so much over Zoom. So if you guys don't really learn a lot this year, that's okay. Partly is because I can't really teach you guys in person. So it's just really, it's hard. I can't really teach over Zoom. It's not easy. But yeah, I mean, if your goal in life is to speak Korean fluently, then take this as a step forward and take this as a guide to help you get to that level of mastery. All right, well, that's enough of me just rambling on about stuff. If you guys took that advice, well, good. If you guys didn't listen, that's fine. It's whatever. All right, well, let's take a 6-minute break. Eden, please come back at 8:35, not 8:45, not 8:55, 8:35. All right, 6 minutes, everyone. Or no, 5 minutes now. It's all right. You guys are fine. I shall see you in 5 minutes.